and gentlemen, our friends, members of the media, I want to thank you for joining the Tibetan Association as well as the Friends of Tibet and the Students for Free Tibet, as well as all other organizers that have been gathered here today to commemorate this important day. As the elected representative of all Tibetans living in North America, I'd like to first express my deep sadness at the situation inside Tibet, where thousands of Tibetans whose lives are in danger as we speak. Many of you have heard of the unfortunate deaths of over the current death toll inside Tibet in all three provinces of Tibet, not just the Tibet Autonomous Region, but parts of Kham and Amdo, which have been incorporated into provinces of China, Sichuan, Yunnan, Gansu, etc. And we have had, so far, the latest figure is 156 Tibetans have died. There have been several Tibetan monks who've been forced to commit suicide because they can't live under the oppression anymore. Their final statements in their letters that we just heard from parts of Amdo was that they could not tolerate the oppression anymore. They had been, what we have heard is that they were arrested and then beaten. When they were released, they decided to commit suicide. Again, this has been a grave concern for us. We have also heard there are over 500 and definitely more people who have been injured, who cannot go to these Chinese government hospitals for fear of being arrested. And of course, even the Chinese government has admitted there are over 1,000 people, couple hundred who have given up, many others arrested for peacefully protesting. And we, the exile government and the people in exile, from the very few information that we received, because as you know, there is no free media inside Tibet. All free media have been kicked out. And with the information that we get, we have heard there have been thousands of Tibetans who've been arrested. Many of them are right now being tortured because they are being interrogated to get information about who has been involved in these protests that are happening from all parts of Tibet. We have right now over 50 areas, locations, towns, communities inside Tibet. We have also information just recently that the Chinese government has deployed massive amounts of troops in all parts of Tibet, and they have specially surrounded these monasteries where we've had peaceful protests. In Lhasa, Kham and Amdo right now, we have heard most of the monasteries have been surrounded by these troops, preventing any supply of food, water or electricity. We have just heard that last week one monk died of starvation. We are fearful that many more will die because, again, all of these monks are not being allowed access to food and water. The village people and townspeople are not allowed to go to these monasteries and make offerings like they normally do. So again, I want to say we are very concerned, and I would like to appeal to the United States government and to the international community to send a delegation inside Tibet, a medical treatment delegation, a delegation to find out what's happening, to allow free press inside Tibet, and most importantly for us, we as Tibetans and friends gathered here urge the Chinese government and ask the international community to convince China to do the right thing, to release all prisoners, people who have been detained since the unrest and the peaceful protest began inside Tibet. Thank you.